How's everybody feeling, man? Top Flight TV. This is Mr. Top Flight Films. We're gonna chop it up, man. You see the title, man. You see the title. And this by no means necessary is me caping for Trump. This is the problem with being a critical thinker. Whenever a critical thinker critically thinks, people automatically assume that he is for that individual that he is basically pointing out the truth about. Now, I'm not caping for Donald Trump. I'm very neutral at this point. At this point, I am not totally against what I'm saying. All right, I'm keeping a close eye open. I'm really watching what's going on, right? It's a lot going on, a lot of things happening, a lot of policies, a lot of things being signed and taken away and banned and frozen. And so I'm watching. You understand? I'm keeping a close eye on what's happening out here. And I'm also seeing the misinformation. I'm seeing the misinformation. If you look at my last video, I talked about how people are kind of dragging us and trying to drag us into it. And then you got the uneducated Negroes that's kind of like, that want to be involved. They want to insert themselves in this. You see what I'm saying? For whatever reason. They want to insert themselves in what's going on. And at the end of the day, as it stands today, it's not really our business. You understand? And what I'm saying is, just like I saw in 2016, I saw a lot of manufactured outrage. We're gonna have some coffee today. We're gonna talk about it, man. I got a little bit of time. I need to get my charger though. Manufactured outrage. People are acting more outraged than they really are. Oh, he didn't say condolences. Little shit like that. We're gonna hear this for 4 years. We're gonna hear these type of talking points for 4 years. A bunch of non-emotionally intelligent people strictly trying to point every little thing out. I want to ask a question to everybody that's in an uproar. I want to ask everybody that's in an uproar. I want to ask y'all a question. What are y'all going to do? What are y'all going to do? What are you going to do about this shit? Right? Everybody that got something going on, who are you waiting for? Y'all seen how we have turned up in these streets. Y'all see how it can get out here when we're involved. But we're not involved. I want to know what you guys are going to do. All the communities that are feeling oppressed today. See, we've been talking. See, this is the problem I have. People took a 4-year break on addressing injustices. They took a 4-year break on addressing injustices. They turned a blind eye for the past 4 years to all the injustices. And now everybody's in an uproar. They didn't care about the injustices going on when Biden was in office. Do y'all peep that? I peeped that. For the whole 4 years, I'm asking, where's everybody at? Where are all the activists at? It was a bunch of activists in 2016. But magically, when Biden got in the office, they all disappeared and act like racism and injustice just went away. Manufactured outrage. Manufactured. Now listen, I'm gonna be politically correct, right? And I'm not trying to be politically correct. I really mean what I'm about to say. Condolences to the families of the people who passed away on that airplane in DC. Condolences to the family, right? But a lot of the manufactured outrage that I saw when that event occurred was when Donald Trump made his first statement. And I'm not caping for Donald Trump. I just want to point out how petty, right? And how manufactured people are being right now. When Donald Trump made his first statement, it was like how? He was basically asking, how did this happen? He was basically like, man, how? Hold on, wait. Now, that's a natural reaction. And I can appreciate a natural reaction. People such as myself, right? I've been tired of the whole presidential look, walking up to the podium, saying the same words, and just being politically fake, right? So I wasn't mad when I saw his first reaction. But you got people on the internet, man, they threw a fit and they keep harping on these little petty discretions that they feel, oh, you should have been politically correct and said what the robots say. See, the people want this dude to be a robot and they don't want to deviate from the norm. You understand? And I understand we're creatures of habit. So they feel like this is what the president should say, right? Alex, what up, homie? What's going on? But with me, the way I feel today, because it could change, right? I'm not like the blue side or the red side. These they stay stuck on one side, right? I'm right here in the middle. I appreciate authenticity. I can appreciate seeing somebody be genuine. You dig? It's a lot of people really complaining, and again I ask you, what are y'all going to do about it? People are really a lot of people have a problem with what's going on with foundational Black Americans. They're really confused. They're like, why aren't these Negroes fighting for this cause? Why are these Negroes laser focused on their lineage? Why? What the hell is going on? They should be right here with us complaining about the injustice. And I had a back and forth with somebody today, and he got very disrespectful, subliminally. Okay, he was sneaking, he was sneak dissing, and because that's what he does. He does that a lot. But he was basically saying the fact that we were pointing out that Donald Trump pointed out that the 14th Amendment was for children of slaves, FBA, Foundational Black Americans. Now, whether that is true, I did not read the 14th Amendment. Okay, I don't have time. Maybe I'll look at it. I'll look through it. Or I'll find a think piece on it. Right. I didn't read the whole 14th Amendment. Right. But say that's true. Say it's not true. The fact that dude acknowledged the lineage. Okay, is a he gets some points for that. And a lot of people are mad that we're giving him points for that. And I noticed that the dude I got into it with, I think he was Dominican or something like that. And I'm questioning, like, bro, why are you upset? What is the problem? What's really going on? Why are you upset that we are being proud of who we are? Right? We've never discriminated against anybody from any other country. People come and they wave their flags, and we rock with that. We've always rocked with that. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you got the Jamaican flag? That what's up? Yeah, that's what's up. You got the Puerto Rican flag? That's what's up. We consider them our people. But as soon as I say I'm foundational Black American, a lot of people are upset. They sneak dissing. They trying to argue and debate. You dig? And it's a very interesting thing to see because this has never happened before. We've always been lumped into a person of color or minority. You dig? We've always been lumped into these things and we've never been highlighted. You understand? And I just watched a video with this lady pointing out about DEI. And there's certain black people that want to be stuck on this DEI thing, right? And the reality is, as I've said in my last video, DEI is not for us. It's broken down like this. The most recipients, right? The recipients who get the most benefit from DEI, white women, then it goes to Mexicans, right? Then it goes to veterans, right? Then it goes to special needs, individuals with special needs. Then it goes to LGBTQ. Then it comes to the black people on the bottom of their scale. C Mac, what up, homie? And let me say this. Let me say this, man. As as much as I would like to join the fight, as much as I would like to join the fight, because when I hear special needs people, right, that are losing a benefit, I don't like that. I don't like that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully there will be more programs set up for them because they absolutely deserve these type of benefits. It's a little youngin at the gym I go to. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say that he may be a DEI hire. You know what I'm saying? And I believe they should get opportunities and a lot more patience and a lot more things to help them get into the door. So as much as I would like to fight for all these things, I have to step back. I have to say, you know what? We cannot jump out there for DEI as a whole. You understand? That word as a whole, we can't really jump out there for. And it hasn't sunk in with a lot of cats. A lot of cats, it just I really believe, man, it's a lot of cats that just want to insert themselves into this thing. You dig? They just want to cape. They want to jump out in front of everybody. And no, don't you touch those immigrants. Don't you touch individuals like that are holding us back. You dig? I saw a nigga. I saw a nigga. I'm gonna just say it like that. I saw a nigga today. He said he posted. He said, "I am scared to be in America." He said, "I don't feel safe, and I'm scared to be." What the fuck are you scared for? Why don't you feel safe? Why don't you feel safe? I ain't gonna hold you. Right now, I think this is the safest I've ever felt in America. To keep it real, dog. I'm gonna just keep it real. I'm gonna just tell my feelings. If something happens, I'll come back and I'll talk about it. And I'll slap myself in the face. But the focus is not on us right now. And I feel safe. You dig? I feel like I feel at home. I feel like I'm home. Texas Bama, what it do, man? What's going on? I feel at home. And I feel like the fact that we are home is being highlighted. A lot of people have a problem with that. A lot of people aren't happy with that. And maybe 5 or 6, 7 years ago, I wouldn't have been happy with that. I'd have been like, nah, F America, dog. I'm from Africa. All this good stuff. We're supposed to grow as people, man. We gotta grow as individuals. We should be growing in knowledge, right? If the RGB Pan African thing hasn't worked out, right? To all my brothers in the Pan African thing, if that didn't work out, why the fuck would we stay stuck in that? If another ideology came that made sense, right, and some truth was revealed, and a new perspective was brought through. See, the FBA, it was a new perspective. We tried to, I latched on to certain things, man, but the FBA perspective was different, and it connected. And then when I go back into my lineage, that's what it is. You understand? So, as people, we supposed to grow. You got certain Pan Africans, dog. They'll sit back and they'll try to bust the whole FBA thing apart. But my question is to them is instead of focusing on what we doing, where is the fruit from Pan Africanism? Where is that at? What are y'all doing about some of the immigrants being shipped back over to Haiti or wherever? What are y'all doing about that? What are y'all doing? What do you have in place? What did Pan Africanism do, or what did you all set up for incidents like this for the brothers? Nothing. A bunch of nothing. So I don't want anybody looking at me like, I'm a sellout or whatever the case is because I don't do the Pan Africanism thing. And it is what it is. A lot of Pan Africans, they rocking with FBA because they know in their heart that's who they are. They know damn, they know damn well in their heart, in their real life, this is who they are. Because guess what? They not in Africa. They're right here on American soil. And a lot of Pan Africans, let's keep it real. Y'all enjoy. Let's keep it 1,000. Y'all enjoy America. You watch the football game on Sunday. Your team is not an African team. That's another reason I had to scooch away from that nonsense, dog. Because all this Pan Africanism shit, and you still watching the NFL. They was watching the NFL right after Colin Kaepernick. You know what I'm saying? I mean, come on, man. Let's keep it real. Look, at some point, you gotta be honest with yourself. That's why I really love, the consciousness that we've come into because I can just be me, man. I don't have to force nothing. You know what I'm saying? It is no dashiki, it's no RGB, it's no none of that, dog. I am who I am, dog. This is we have a culture here. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to act like, I got Africa tattooed on my chest. And I still, rock with Africa. Shout out to Africa. But for the most part, I'm here in America. I have European tendencies. I have Black American tendencies, foundational Black American tendencies. I don't have African tendencies, dog. I just don't. I don't. And in my lineage, I can go back to, where my family is from. You see what I'm saying? And there's some natives in my family. You dig? It's real live natives. I can tell you the tribe, and it's not on no bullshit. Like it's a museum, it's a town, it's people that are still there that are registered. I never registered. I didn't know nothing about it until, I didn't know nothing about registry until later on. But at the end of the day, man, they're not in a position to judge. You dig? Donald Trump. Let me get back to this Donald Trump thing. Now, again, I'm in the middle. All right, I'm in the middle. I'm neutral. I'm leaning towards Donald Trump. I'm not gonna hold you. The scared Negroes are making me lean towards Donald Trump, cause this scared attitude, this scared business, I don't want to be a part of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you gonna be? What are you gonna do, dog? My man told me. I showed him the post that the scared dude posted. He said nobody's coming to save him. Be man up, dog. Weaponize yourself. People keep trying to act like we gonna be scared if some shit goes down. Look at me, man. I've been here in America for 44 years. Okay, never been scared of what America can do. We're not going out like that. Okay, y'all sitting on the sidelines complaining and crying. They're rounding y'all up. Now imagine us getting rounded up. I want y'all to imagine, and I heard my man Tariq touch on this, and I don't want to copy what he said, but I have to break this down. I want you to imagine, I want you to imagine, listen, I want you to imagine the U.S. government telling foundational Black Americans that they have to leave America. I want you to imagine that. We get the press conference. Trump is in front. Foundational Black Americans must go, or however he does it. My man Dave hits the impersonation very good. What do you think is going to happen to this country? What do you think is going to happen when they go to D.C., Baltimore, Miami? Well, I ain't gonna say Miami. It's a lot of Latinos. Let's say Miami, New York, Mississippi, Texas, and tell niggas they gotta go. What do you think is going to happen? It would never happen, dog. It would be turn up time. It will be. This joint will burn to the ground. You dig? It'll be a problem out here. So, people try to make this correlation like y'all might be next. Yeah, Texas Bama says they already tried it with our ancestors and they said no. That's why they had to amend the 14th. Yeah, indeed. So people keep trying to wrangle us in. See, the problem is the Democrats, right? They wrangled us in. But what my man Kendrick say? Dun, 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 dun. We not like y'all, dog. We got a different spirit. And I'm not saying it to be, malicious. That's just a fact. That's just a fact, man. A lot of these other groups are just happy to be here. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we know what our ancestors went through. We're not just happy to be here. And we don't just settle for the bare minimum. You understand? So they keep trying to wrangle us in to these other groups and make us all victims of DEI, of the DEI situation and other situations. Now I'm hearing they talking about the MLK Day, and they're talking about now they're talking about MLK, the Major spirit. Absolutely, absolutely, indeed. That's what we have. You see what I'm saying? So they talking about this MLK thing. The interesting thing about them supposedly freezing or banning the MLK Day, number one, they said Juneteenth and MLK Day will not be banned. This is what I read, okay? I'm going to keep reading. I'm going to keep doing my research. But so far, what I've read, that will still be okay. But the interesting thing about this is something we've really never seen before. The small hats, it's a bunch of different groups that are a bunch of different holidays and a bunch of different groups being affected by this. I want to know what is everybody going to do. What is everybody's plan? Okay, because we know when we get fed up, we know what happens. What is everybody else going to do? Are you going to wait for us? Are you sitting around waiting for us to do something? Or y'all going to sit around and just complain? Because I'm saying the Pride Month is gone or banned. I'm saying the Holocaust celebration, that's wild. That's a wild dude right there. I gotta finish reading the paper, but the fact that he even mentioned that, that's some wild shit, dog. I need to know more about this. You understand? Because if that's a thing, man, it's gonna be a lot of people that have a problem with that. I want to see where this is going. Okay, I want to see where this is going. I'm being open minded to the fact that they want to kind of take away a racial aspect of America. I'm not necessarily with that, but we are supposed to be teaching our kids about history. I sat my son down and we on Martin Luther King's birthday and we watched civil rights, educational stuff. And I taught him and I showed him. I don't need the federal government to teach my kids about history. You understand? And I don't think anybody else should leave it up to the federal government or teachers or schools or state government to teach their kids about history because they probably gonna teach it wrong anyway. People are so disconnected from their kids that they just leaving it up to these agencies. You know what I'm saying? Black History Month and things of that nature. I have no problem with Black History Month. I'm not really tripping off Black History Month, but I have no problem with it. You understand? It's gonna be very interesting to see where this goes. I gotta finish reading what all this entails. I couldn't find a why. I did not find out why he wants to freeze or ban, anything. I couldn't find anything concrete with an explanation of why he is even tampering with these holidays. If anybody has that information, man, leave it in the chat. But yeah, for the most part, man, I'm unbothered, dog. Like the only people that's bothering me is the people that are trying to drag us into it, or the people that are resentful because we're not in this mess. You dig? So yeah, man, I wanted to drop that off. I gotta get back to some business, but it's manufactured outrage. It's been a lot of good policies that have been changed, and I'm trying to figure out, we already know why people don't give credit where credit is due. You know what I'm saying? Everything somebody does just can't be so horrible. You understand? So yeah, we're gonna see what's going on. I told y'all the other day, and this is just me being a conspiracy theorist, and I'm really not. But I told y'all the other day, man, I feel like the Democrats or people adjacent to Donald Trump could try to sabotage, will try to sabotage his presidency. And then a couple hours later, this helicopter hits the plane. If you leave it up to me, if you had to ask me, I think it was foul play. That's just me, dog. I feel like that was foul play. I feel like, and I'm gonna just be honest with y'all, I feel like they did that, right? Because you can't tell me. Did y'all see the video? Did y'all see how the helicopter went straight at the plane? I'm I'm not a conspiracy theorist. You know what I'm saying? I question a lot. It's a weird coincidence. It's a very weird coincidence. After all these bills being signed, after Trump says there's a bright light over America, this happens the next day. And they can control them track hawks with a remote control. Y'all know that, right? And of course, we don't want to think that anybody could be so, cold hearted to be able to crash a plane with children and people in it. But we've seen worse. We've seen worse. You dig? Tootie, what's up, man? Yeah, it was the helicopter's fault. I got the story. I got the story. But my thing is, this is what they're telling us. They're telling us that it's the helicopter's fault, right? I want to know how in Washington, D.C., as sophisticated as the technology is, I know it's a lot of traffic, right? Air traffic in that area. But I want to know how a helicopter goes straight into the plane. Tootie, how do you feel about what's going on out here with Trump? What do you feel? How do you feel? Hold on, give me one sec. Where are you at with all this? I wish I could add you, dog. Tootie, I wish I could add you. I don't know how to do it on here. I think you gotta do it a certain way. Where are you at with this whole presidency so far? Tootie said he is very busy. I like that. I like the fact that he's very busy because for 4 years, dog, what were they doing for 4 years? I know they were not talking about making America rich. All right, and my man, speaking my language. You know what I'm saying? He's speaking my language, dog. He said America. He said it several times this last week. America is going to be very rich. I like that. I want that for my kids, dog. The liberals, Kamala, Biden, they were sending trillions overseas. This dude is stopping the books, doing audits, trimming the fat, moving money around. I like that, dog. I like that. And it's sad. I'm being, I am being shamed. I'm being shamed. You dig? And I'm not a personality worshiper, so it's not even about Trump. It's about what I'm seeing. I feel like motion is happening. I feel like there's some motion. Like America has motion now. We haven't had motion in some time. You dig? Tootie said it was all quite. It was a quiet time with Biden. It was. Okay, so I see what you're saying. Hey man, sometimes you gotta build and destroy, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta have surgery. You know what I'm saying? You gotta cut things open and shake shit up for new things to come in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm coming in with an open mind. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming in with a optimistic outlook. You understand? I don't see doom and gloom. You know what I'm saying? What I do see is a lot of the Democrats trying to sabotage. I can see that going on. You dig? Look at the first 3 episodes of The Handmaid Tale. I will. I'll check it out. It's not long, is it? I don't be having long. I don't be having a long time. But I'm gonna check it out. But look, I'm already late, man. I appreciate y'all for tapping in. We out of here. Peace. All right, Tootie, Texas Bama. Appreciate y'all.